Hey y'all, let's get into this last episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 12, titled Mena-ce To Society. So we start off with Khaotic, and in his confessional, he says he's trying out this place, and it seems like a nice place to take a lady to. Um, and he's been okay, so he says it's a nice place to take a lady to that he's been trying to get with for a minute, basically. And Erica Banks walks in, and they do that little cringy flirting thing or whatever in front of those seasonless, sexless white folk. It's like, duh. But in his confessional, Khaotic continues to say that although this is their first date, there's definitely isn't their first link because they were just together the night before. And in her confessional, Erica Banks says that things with she and Khaotic kind of escalated quickly and says that they might as well make it official and says that she's excited to see where it'll go. My thing is what are y'all gonna tell Miss Amy because she's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be livid. Um, and basically Erica tells Khaotic that she had a good time and that they can continue to enjoy their time as long as he starts using protection. And he's like, huh? What? And she's like, yeah, until she says otherwise. But um, to get out of that whole conversation, Khaotic is like, so what happened with you and Rennie? And Erica explains what went down with Rennie and says that she was trying to figure out where shit went left. And then she realized that she telling Rennie that she needs to get therapy and shit was too much because it dawned on her that her mom had just passed. And then Khaotic says, yeah, she's going through a lot. And Erica says, but that's cool and all, but people still need to learn to control their emotions because Rennie was saying a lot of crazy shit to her. And Khaotic says, yeah, that's definitely not an excuse for her behavior. Just trying to stay on Erica's good side so they don't have to talk about the protection no more. But in her confessional, Erica says that she can definitely say, you never know what someone is going through. And to be clear, she meant everything that she said. And she's not taking it back, but hopes that Rennie does get therapy. But as of right now, it's fuck Rennie. And then Khaotic says that he's not worried about none of that. He's worried about Erica. And then, they flirt. And she's like, can you ever be serious? And he's like, he jokes a lot because life is short, but he takes his relationships seriously. And then he invites Erica to be his date for his album release party. And then Erica asks, how is he going to explain that to Amy? And Khaotic says that if Amy can't accept what he has with Erica, then that means that she's the one that wants more than a friendship. And then Erica says, well, yeah, maybe she does, knowing damn well she knows that Amy does. But then in his confessional, Khaotic says that he's never going to give up on the idea of a poly relationship. And he says polyester again, but again, these niggas don't know shit, so whatever. Um, he said he's not going to give up on a poly relationship. And his friendship with Amy is definitely tight, but his emotional feelings for Erica is out of this world. And my thing is, where did y'all get this dramatic ass 2.0 version of Stevie J from? Please get this nigga off my screen. But then Khaotic again tells Erica that he wants her at the party with him. And she's like, well, you're going to have to make it known that, they together basically. And he's like, of course. And then they kiki and it's cute. But I don't know. It still kind of feels weird seeing them like that. And now we're with Jock, and in his confessional, he says he has a huge sold out show coming up, and he's excited for his mom to be there. But saying that hearing about his mom's illness is one of the hardest things that he had to go through, and she rung the bell, but then less than a year later, the doctor tells her that her illness spread to her brain. So his mom is living with him now, and says that it's important for him to make the best of the time he has with her. And then Jock asks his mom, will she come to the concert? And she's like, yeah. And then he asks her how she's feeling. And she's like, well, believe it or not, she's feeling fine. And then her grandson says that he sees she's being strong about everything. And she says that that's all she can do. but you can just tell that Jock is like visibly devastated. And then Jock says that he can't even put into words how he feels right now. And then his mom says that she's gonna make the best of it, and they just all hug. It was kind of a sad scene, to be honest. But now we're with Spice, and she goes to see Shekinah at this shop. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not trying to be funny, but I didn't know that Shekinah actually did work. Like I thought she was just the little bone collector for the show. Like no shade, but I don't really keep up with most of these people. But I've never seen Shekinah do shit. So, and that's just because I haven't kept up with the show. She could have been doing something, but I'm always used to her and somebody else shit. How biting off somebody else shit. So I was surprised to see Spice go visit Shekinah at her own place of something. Um, but then Spice thanks Shekinah for coming to Miami, and Shekinah says, "Well, speaking of Miami." And they hype Spice up about getting the keys to the region and all of that for a bit, but then Shekinah tells Spice that Erica felt like she shaded her. And Shekinah says that after her gala, the pics came up of Spice, Safaree, and Amara, and Erica was furious. And Spice says, "Well, why?" And Shekinah says that she thinks because she felt like, Erica felt like that Spice was her friend. And Spice says that she doesn't think Erica should have a problem with seeing her and Amara because she knows that they are friends. And I'm like, Spice, y'all was too motherfucking buddy in this picture. But that's what Erica get. And if you check the background right now, you'll see what picture I'm talking about. It's the biggest one on the backdrop. Amara's in the purple, Safaree's in like royal blue, and Spice is in her signature blue. They look too kiki the fuck up. You hear me? So I don't know. If I was Erica, I would have felt shaded too, but that's what the fuck Erica gets. So I don't feel bad for her. But in her confessional, Spice says it's funny to her that Erica is in her feelings about seeing, a picture of her and Amara because she went there to meet up with Safaree to eat him up about not paying his child support and, to stick up for Erica basically. But that was before he showed her the receipts, and she feels like Erica's real issue is with Safaree and not her, but she's taking it out on her anyway. And she kind of tells Spice she knows Safaree showed her receipts about the child support, but he's still messy as fuck and she don't trust Safaree all the way. And tells Spice how he tried to fuck with Sierra. And Spice says, "Well, that's fucked up, Safaree. Like, come on now." Because he knows damn well Erica and Sierra are friends, so why would he do that? Because these niggas be niggering. They don't care, girl. You know that. But then in her confessional, Spice says, Sierra, like, come on now, like, of all people, basically. And did y'all catch that shade? Because I caught it. I don't know. She basically like, Sierra of all people, why would you even? Um, and then Spice tells Shekinah that she doesn't know what's up with Safaree because she was talking to him about Erica, and he's like, I want to be with you and stuff. And my thing is, Safaree do that shit to get a rise out of y'all, and y'all just eat it up. So just stop. Y'all can't take nothing he say seriously because he know y'all gonna go back and talk about it. But in her confessional, she kind of says that Safaree wants to fuck the whole nation, and that he needs to get dick therapy, where either you get the dick you get the dick in check or you get it cut off. And girl, these niggas will riot. Dude, don't do it. But she kind of looks dead ass serious. Look, they might bring the guillotine back, y'all. Y'all better stop playing. But Spice says that that's one dick she'll never want, and that she hates the fact that she was trying to stick up for Erica basically. But while she was in the hospital, Safaree was so concerned and worried about her. All the while, Erica is like, why you crying over that bitch? And she kind of says, you never know what Safaree, you never know if he's really telling the truth. And I don't know. My thing is why would he lie about that? Who lies about somebody saying, well, why are you upset about her being in the hospital? You know what I'm saying? That's some petty, grimy shit. But then in her confessional, Spice says that does she doesn't think that Safaree is lying because she's seen the proof and the truth about Erica and the fact that Erica has been lying all this time. Spice says that she still has compassion for Erica because she's a single mom and she understands where she's coming from. And says that she's always rooting for Erica, but after how she tried to sabotage her gala and the voice messages from Safaree, she made it clear that Erica doesn't like her, so she's over it. she I feel like Erica doesn't like Spice because the very dude that got Erica out here looking like she's strung the fuck out, he wants Spice. And she doesn't know how to deal with that. He wants somebody chocolate, and she don't know how to deal with that because it's like, well, I'm this bad bitch. How dare you, girl? Maybe you're just a shitty person. It don't even always got to do with looks. Maybe you're just a shitty fucking person. Um, But then Shekinah asks Spice if she can set up a meeting for them so they can let each other know, that they don't really have no problems with each other so they can move on. And Spice says that she's willing to have a conversation, and then Shekinah says that she's trying to see if it's really Safaree that's, playing because he played a lot of games. And, Spice is like, yeah, let's find out the truth. And then in her confessional, she says that she agreed to go because she would like to hear Erica explain why she's been acting the way she's been acting. And then in the next clip, they show Bambi and Erica with their kids having a bitter baby mama picnic. And then they show Spice talking to her pastor, and then they show Scrappy and Mama D talking about Amani having to defend herself against the BAM. And then, Diamond pops in literally. Girl, Diamond is obsessed with Mama D, in my opinion. She love her some Mama D. I don't know. Cause she just everywhere. Um, but then she asked him what they talk about, and Mama D says the stuff with Bambi. And Diamond was like, girl, bye, sit down, horsey. And then she and Mama D make a whole bunch of horse noises mocking Bambi. And then we're with Khaotic in his confessional. He says he's excited about his album release party and that it feels good to release a message of positivity and appreciation out to the world. And says that he's even his event is sold out. And then Amy tells Mama D that she's here to support Khaotic and she's excited for him. While they're looking for Scrappy, Diamond walks up and Mama D and walks up to them and they meet each other or whatever. And then Khaotic is performing his little song, and in her confessional, Erica Banks says that she's there and she's looking cute. And as Khaotic is on stage performing, he's looking at her and pointing and says that she does feel appreciated and special. So shout out to him for making it known. But my thing is that Amy see him make it known. Was it just because you were so close to the stage that he didn't have no choice but to make it known to you? Because Amy wasn't that close. So did she see that? But then in his confessional, oh wait, no, Khaotic gets off his stage, and he and Erica, kind of embrace, and he kisses her on the cheek, and both Amy and Mama D see it. And in her confessional, Amy says that she thinks Khaotic and Erica have done more than just the studio link ups, and that she can tell from the energy, and she can see it with her own eyes, and feels like Khaotic should have told her, but that's typical of him. But he's gonna learn soon who the real player is. And then Sierra shows up, and I'm not gonna lie, I roll my eyes because I'm tired of seeing her balloon face head ass too. Like real shit. That tight face squad, that was the perfect name because I'm tired of seeing Sierra. I really am. But in her confessional, Sierra said that the last time she saw Khaotic, they weren't on the best of terms, and says that at the end of the day, she should be upset with Scrappy, not Khaotic. And then she tells him that she doesn't be trying to hold grudges and that she's proud of him and all of that, and tells Erica that she and Khaotic, look good together. And in her confessional, Sierra says that she really didn't know if Khaotic and Erica were a real thing, but they always hugging up on each other and shit. And says, "Well, be together, jump off the bridge and get married." And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Not everybody is you and Hey Arnold, okay? Not everybody is going to jump the broom just cause like that. Pump your brakes, shouty. But Sierra tells Erica that Rennie told her about the infamous drink toss fight, and she doesn't like it and wants him to be cordial. And And then Erica asks Sierra if Rennie felt like she did anything wrong. And Sierra says, yeah, Rennie, she felt bad for what she did. And in her confessional, Erica says, Sierra, this bitch Rennie threw a motherfucking drink in her face and ran up on her, and she really thinks she's ready to have a kumbaya moment. Nah, not right now. But then Khaotic meets up with Scrappy and tells him how excited he is. And Scrappy is like, this is one of his favorite songs. And Khaotic tells Scrappy that Sierra is there, and Scrappy is like, well, they ain't got shit to do with him. And then Khaotic basically says that he tried to stay out of the BS. And Scrappy says, yeah, he sees Khaotic following Bambi again and tells him to not be no fake friend. Khaotic says that he's not, but Scrappy tells him that he's either on one side or the other. And I get that Scrappy and Bambi both need some kind of support, but stop making your co-workers try and pick a side, okay? Because the shit is really childish at this point. Like, just please, because y'all all friends with the same people. But in his confessional, Khaotic says that he had to make his peace with Bambi because he never wants anyone to think he's trying to mess up their happy home. And Scrappy already looks faded as fuck for real, but tells Khaotic that he's gonna get himself together and he doesn't care about any of that other shit. And then Khaotic looks over and points. It says that Mama D is over there and says that they should go say hi because wow, it looks like Diamond's over there too, trying to match make and shit. But then they go over there and they say hey, and in his confessional, Khaotic says that he sees Amy in the building, but sees her with somebody else, and says that he, wouldn't call it a date, because that dude can't compare to him, and says, look at him and look at the other dude. And I'm only going to choose old boy because you can just tell he's a tad taller than Khaotic, but not he jelly that Amy brought somebody when you be air humping Erica Banks in her face, like nigga bye. But then Sierra tells Erica that she just texted Khaotic about wanting to talk to Diamond because she sees her over there. And I'm not gonna lie, Erica looked like Sierra. You are making her butt itch. Like she's like, oh, something about that look that Erica gave Sierra. It was just like, you doing too much. But then Amy tells Khaotic how she's excited to be there and she sees him turning up and says that it's not about she and this other dude rekindling anything while Khaotic is rekindling with all the other thoughts. And then the table gets awkward and Scrappy is like, huh, what happened? And Khaotic tries to get the smoke off him saying Scrappy is rekindling. And then Amy straight up asks Diamond if they fucking. And Diamond says no they aren't, but if they were she would know because um when she gets her some, she be screaming it from the rooftop. And then in her confessional, Amy says that she's a fan of Diamond, but honestly, looking at Scrappy still as a respectable married man, she would be knucking and bucking on Diamond if she were to hear what she's saying about her husband, who isn't divorced yet. And Amy says that she doesn't believe that they aren't hunching, and that she's not buying the BS from Diamond. And my whole thing is same, but I think that Amy is still definitely heard about the whole Khaotic and Erica Banks thing. Um, but yeah, I definitely think Scrappy and Diamond are hunching too. Like she wouldn't be this pressed, and I'm talking about Diamond here. She wouldn't be this pressed to keep calling Bambi horsey and shit if they weren't hunching. So, it is what it is. But then Khaotic checks his phone and tells Diamond that somebody wants to meet her, and she says, "Cool, but are they good vibes and leading with love and stuff and light?" And because she doesn't know who she's meeting, and she matches energies. And Khaotic is stumbling over his words, but the truth is, hell the fuck no. Sierra be tripping, and she been tripping all season, and she definitely doesn't come with no love and no light. But in her confessional, Sierra says she wanted to talk to Diamond woman to woman because they've been knowing each other for years, and says that the last time she saw Scrappy, it went left. And then they walk up on the table, and Sierra says, hello, Brittany, to Diamond. And Diamond says, well, hello, Sierra. And Sierra was like, they need to talk. And Diamond was like, okay, well, let's do it. And in her confessional, Sierra says she hopes actually speaking to Diamond in person will be better rather than throwing cheap shots to her and Bambi, and says that everyone knows how she rides for Bam, so was really good. And again, at the time of this live, she and Bambi are not friends. Because of the shit with Safaree, but right here, Sierra looks and sound dumb. So it is what it is. Sierra tells Brittany slash Diamond that she saw her comments under the video, and Diamond explains that she saw was Sierra putting her fingers in his face, talking about Scrappy, and then she had her name in her mouth and all that extra shit. And Sierra um says that she was doing that and all of that stuff. And Diamond said that she felt like she was being disrespectful, but Sierra was like, yeah, she did do all that stuff. And then Diamond says, Sierra followed her too after all of that stuff. Or no, unfollowed her. And she says that it was cool because she's with the horsey and she respects that. And Sierra's like, who's the horsey? And Diamond says, the Bam. And Sierra's like, well, why she gotta be all of that? And they talking over each other. And Diamond says because she keeps having her name in her mouth. And that's the truth. But then again, you can't really be mad at Bambi for assuming that Diamond and Scrappy are sleeping together, because the way you get him is the way you lose him. She got Scrappy because she was fucking with him while he was still with, was it with Diamond? Because that's what Diamond said, but I thought it was also while Scrappy was still with Erica too. So but then Diamond shades Sierra so bad and tells her that she didn't even know that Sierra knew the dude that she had a baby with. Like, because Diamond's basically saying that she didn't know that Sierra had a baby with, I guess it was Shooter, I'm assuming. Um because Diamond's saying that Sierra looks so different. And I'm like, yeah, because that plastic surgery is eating her ass up. And Sierra tries to play it off and saying, like, nah, you can go back to old pics from high school and that she looks exactly the same. And then they do a side by side, and Sierra don't look nothing like how she do now. She looks normal in that high school picture. I don't know what the fuck this shit is right now. She, like, whoever is doing their plastic surgery in Miami needs to get beat the fuck up, because they all look a mess. Sierra look a mess. Carly look a mess. Bambi look a mess. Erica look a mess. Like, no, just please. But Diamond tells her, like, no, you really do look so different. And then Diamond says that she didn't know that the dude who took her V card was Sierra's baby daddy. And Sierra was like, girl, be for real. And in her confessional, Sierra says that Diamond is playing and that she knows exactly who she is, but she's butthurt that Diamond said that she looked different. In my opinion, she's just mad that Diamond was eating that ass up. Um, but then Sierra tries to shade Diamond, saying that she looks the same from 2005 in high school. Wah, wah, wah. That shade, it fell. That joke flopped because that wasn't funny. But then Sierra tells Diamond that she's seen text messages from Scrappy saying that Diamond was in his bed, and Diamond says no, it was in his room, not his bed. But Diamond couldn't look Sierra in the eye, so he was definitely in his bed, girl. Because why are you gonna be in his room and not be in his bed? Like, it don't matter what the text said. Why are you gonna be in his room and not be on his bed? Period. But then Sierra says, well, regardless, it was wrong. And Diamond says, no, it wasn't. And in her confessional, Sierra says she knows for a fact that if it were reversed and Scrappy did that shit to Diamond, that she would be mad. So get the fuck out of here. But my thing is, Sierra, why the fuck do you care? Because you not fucking on Scrappy. That's not your dude. So why do you care? And then Diamond says that Bambi didn't care about her when she and Scrappy were trying to fix stuff and Bambi was fucking on Scrappy. And Sierra says, oh, but they're married now. And Sierra really sounded dumb as shit for that, because that's not an excuse. That's not a fucking excuse for them to be doing what they're doing. So she's basically saying, well, because Scrappy and Bambi are married, it's wrong for Diamond to do what she did. But because Diamond and Scrappy weren't married, it wasn't wrong for Bambi to do what she did. Bambi been the side piece who just so happened to get wifed up, and now she thinks she better than all these other bitches, or better than all the baby mamas because she decided to get wifed up. And what did Diamond say a few episodes ago? She should be lucky somebody decided to wife her ass after being in that hot tub with Kirk and Benzino. Point blank, period. And I haven't even watched the show all the way through. I'm trying to make this clear for everybody because I have not watched this show from beginning to end. all the seasons, not even all the franchises. But I know about that hot tub shit, bro. But then Diamond says, yeah, Scrappy ended up with the same girl that he cheated on her with. And I'm like, well, Bambi, that's just our karma coming back. All these bitches is getting karma. And my thing is like, y'all can't be mad that these niggas have been like this. If Bambi knew that Scrappy was fucking on her while still with Diamond, and then Scrappy was fucking on Diamond while he was still with Erica, she can't be mad that he was doing the same thing on her. Same for Erica Mena. Safaree ain't loyal to nobody. But y'all want to get on this TV and get all hooping and hollering about how these niggas is fucked up, and then Bambi talking about some the emotional incest in that family is just so, girl, get the, cause you married into that family, you had kids into that family, so you can't be mad. But then in her confessional, Sierra says that she doesn't understand how she can say Bambi was the other woman, because did she forget she left Scrappy for Soldier Boy, and says that it's giving Hoe on a run. But again, Bambi's not the hoe for being in that hot tub with Benzino and Kirk. Okay. But then Diamond gets up out of her seat and says, "Look at her. Does she like she don't look like she got to fuck no nigga to pull him, basically." And says that she don't have any face injections or none of that. And even if she did fuck on somebody, you know, she would say that she did, and says that her whole thing is that Scrappy isn't even Sierra's dude, so why does she care? And she tells Sierra to worry about her own nigga, and Sierra gets heated and tells Diamond that she can shut her down on any day. And Diamond says, "Well, do it then." And as they are talking over each other, Sierra is saying that she's gonna ride for her friend. A friend who wouldn't ride for you. You out here getting in fights with her baby daddy in the middle of the street, him calling you bitches and shit, and you talking about some, oh, but I'm a rich one. And yet would Bambi do the same shit for you? Because let's be clear, they're not friends anymore. And I don't want to turn this whole channel into like a colorist type thing, but let's be for real. Bambi and Erica were always going to be on each other's side because they're them light brights. It no matter how much plastic surgery Sierra get, she's still going to be the chocolate girl in the group. So they not going to give a fuck about her. Like, let's be honest. On that episode when Erica brought up the whole thing with Safaree trying to talk to Sierra, you could tell on Sierra's face she was like, "Bitch, why did you bring this shit up? We didn't want to talk about this. I told you not to say nothing." Because Erica wanted to embarrass Sierra. Erica is no friends with none of these dark skin girls. None. And you can't say that just because they've been friends for a while that everything's cool. At the end of the day, certain people are gonna have allegiance with certain people on this show, and y'all can't pretend like y'all don't know this shit. But then Diamond asked Sierra why didn't she comment when her friend Bambi was trying to troll Amani, and then starts calling Bambi horsey again, and Sierra gets up and walks away and says that she can't deal with Diamond. And then Diamond yells at her to worry about her own dude and who she fucking on and not anybody else, and tells her to come back and have a conversation and ask her why she running away. Because you ate her ass up about that plastic surgery, girl. She don't know how to take it. Okay, but now we're with Jock and his wife, and everybody's getting ready for the show, and they all get in a car, and Kendra's like, "Oh, you know, are you excited?" Even though he looks tired. And then she just rips the band-aid off and tells him that she invited Sierra and Bambi, and she told Bambi that Scrappy will be performing. And then in his confessional, Jock says that tonight is a big night for he and his mom, and he's not trying to get into any arguments or have any smoke with his wife, but she knows that Bambi and Scrappy are at odds right now, and he would rather that they cross paths and meet up on their own time, which is true, but it's a show. They gotta have a mess, shorty. But then Jock tells Kendra that she invited somebody, you know, who has beef with somebody he's performing with, and that, you know, she didn't tell him until now. And she says, well, regardless of what they're going through, Bambi is still family. Okay, y'all love claiming bitches as family, but they don't really feel the same way about you. But then Jock says, all right. And I'm like, y'all know Bambi is messy because she even tried to start a little shit while she was there, so don't play. But then in his confessional, Jock says that he has to do his concert for his mom, and that it's a sold out arena, but he's just really there to do it for her, and he gets a little emotional. And then Scrappy pulls up on Jock to ask him basically like what's up with all the crying on the internet, and ask him what's going on. But then Jock explains the medical situation with his mom, and then you can just tell Scrappy gets physically upset, like visibly drained and just a little sad after hearing what Jock said. And then in his confessional, Scrappy says that his grandma passed from a similar illness, but she was really more like his mom. But he knows what he's going through, but told him that he'll be there for him and he's not gonna go through it alone. And I'm like, so since Kendra thinks that Bam is such family, would she have had the same reaction as Scrappy did? Would she feel bad? I don't think so, because Bambi don't give a fuck about Scrappy, or no, she don't give a fuck about Jock or Kendra or none that they going through or nobody else. She only worried about her, and her. She don't even give a fuck about Scrappy. She don't give a fuck about her typeface squad neither. And y'all know that. But then Scrappy tells Jock that he feels bad because he didn't come check on him, and because Jock usually does that for him when he's going through stuff. And Jock says thanks, but then he also rips the bandage off and says that that all of that being said, Kendra just told him that she invited Sierra and Bambi, and Scrappy says that ain't got shit to do with him. And in his confessional, Scrappy says that he loves performing and that's what he's worried about right now, and says that the Typeface Squad won't be able to talk to him. Man, that was the best nickname for them because they all fucked up in the grill. All. But then Jock and Scrappy perform and it was cool. And in his confessional, Jock says that the concert was great and seeing his mom in the crowd was nice. And in his confessional, Scrappy says that it's amazing that these people are still filling up arenas to come see him, and says that this stuff with Bambi has really taken over his life. So he's happy he's able to be himself and do what he wants freely. And then Bam's big quarterback linebacker ass comes in to greet Kendra, and Jock is just, it's just hella awkward between her and Scrappy. And in his confessional, Jock says that you can easily see the tension and slice it with a knife. And then Kendra tells Bambi that she's glad she came out the house, and Bambi says, yeah, she's been coming outside a little bit. And in her confessional, Bambi says, regardless of what she and Scrappy have going on, Kendra is her girl, so she's going to support, and says that she feels like she's been handling the situation with Scrappy like a champ, and that he isn't going to make her go hide or make her uncomfortable or fall off the face of the earth or stop talking to the people that they're both cool with. The reason why you feel like you've handled it so well, Bambi, is because you're sending Erica and Sierra out here to be your little pit bulls to chew on Scrappy's balls every chance they get. That's why you feel like you've been handling the shit perfectly. Like, and she do look like a motherfucking horse with them dentures in her fucking mouth. Again, who did her teeth? Did the same person who did Scrappy's teeth do her shit? Because she has to take them shits out when she go to sleep. She can't even close her lips all that well. Like, oh, it's just a mess. But then Kendra asked Bambi when's the last time she talked to Scrappy, and she's like, well, the day before the whole internet situation went down. And I'm trying to calculate which internet situation is the one with Scrappy and Sierra, or the one with Erica and Scrappy, or the one with Bambi and Amani and Erica Dixon, and then everybody else jumping. Like, which one are you talking about? Because y'all niggas be all over the internet acting a fucking fool. Um, but then Kendra is looking shocked, like, oh, really? Y'all ain't talked since then? Don't be shocked. Atlanta ain't but so big. Y'all know what the fuck going on. But then Jock, he asked the bodyguard to stand in between Bambi and Scrappy while Scrappy's trying to walk past. And Bambi's like, oh, for what? But then she tells Kendra that they don't have to engage, and Kendra agrees, but asks how long is it until things are finalized. And Bambi says that they go to court soon, but says on top of all of that, he has his mistress as a witness, and says that she could sue Diamond's ass too. But then Sierra's annoying ass shows up, and then they rag on Diamond some more and shit. But at the end of the day, bitch, who is having a um a live divorce that's being shown on TV to millions? Diamond's not. Your ass is getting embarrassed on TV, not Diamond. So sue her if you want to, but I mean, it is what it is. She still got your nigga, and you're not gonna get him back. So it is what it is. Anyways, we on to Spice, and Shekinah and Spice greet each other. And in her confessional, Shekinah says today she's meeting with Spice and Erica, and she knows that Spice is upset about what Erica said while she was in the hospital, but she says that they're all grown and hope that they can come to some kind of understanding. Now, before I get into the rest of this review, this was the kicker of the season so far, as you can see. And I did do a whole video about um what Erica called Spice and all of this stuff. I did a live about it yesterday, and I will put the link in my bio once I'm done with this live here. But everything that I had to say about what Erica did, it's all in that video. And I'm really not going to try and repeat myself because I said what I said, and I'm not really taking it back. But in her confessional, Erica says that she honestly doesn't like how she and Spice left things off at her celebration, and says that she kind of told her that Safaree is feeding Spice lies about what really happened with what she said about Spice, basically, and says that she respects Spice and she thinks it's only right that she clears the air because what Spice is being told is completely false. And then Erica greets Shekinah and walks over to Spice and tries to give her a kiss. Spice turns her head away. And in her confessional, Shekinah says that it's too much tension in the room and says that Spice is on 10 and she's not sure what's about to happen. Erica says that she's so happy and she asks, like, what's going on? And Shekinah tells them that they both need to be nice, and they got her feeling like she's sitting in between two demons. And then Erica tries to hype Spice up about how she loves her and how she cares for her kids and take care of her family, and that's why she believes in her so much. And then Erica tells Spice that she knows her situation, and Spice says that she knows some of it. Erica tells her that she knows enough and that she doesn't want her to think she's coming at her with the drama. And then Spice says, well, that's how she felt. And then that it was a big moment for her getting the keys to the region, and Erica wanted to make about something else with Safaree and the drama, and it had nothing to do with her. And then Erica says, well, not really, because what was told to her was that Spice received voice notes from Safaree that she was upset about the fact that she felt some type of way about what was happening to her in the hospital. And Spice says, and then asks Erica, was she upset? Erica says no. That was her first lie. But then Erica says that she was more upset about what was happening to Spice so much that she and her friends fasted for 2 days and that she prayed. And then that was her second fucking lie. And then she kind of says, hold up, don't sit here and lie and say that you and the mean girls fasted for Spice, and basically saying that she's not believing the hype either. And then Erica tells Shekinah that she should try a fast. And then Shekinah says that she knows what fasting is, and she knows that they didn't fast for Spice because if they did, they would have fasted for their marriages. Now that's some tea that you need to clock, because again, she's sitting here lying and saying that she did something for Spice, which she knows she didn't fucking do. But if that was the case, if she was so good at it, she would have saved her fucking marriage. And Shekinah is right about that shit. And along with Bambi as well, and along with Sierra. Let's be fucking clear. But then Erica says that Safaree was like, OMG, he would know what to do if something happened to Spice. And she's like, well, damn, I'm your wife and I almost died, and their kid almost died, and he left her in a really dark time. And in her confessional, Erica says that Safaree made it seem like he started crying and that she went ballistic about it, and that's not what happened, and says that the problem is that Spice is believing somebody and not hearing her side of the story. Spice asks Erica why she felt the need to compare them, though, and Erica says that any woman would have. And Spice asks why, and Erica tells Spice that she is his friend and he felt that way, and she was his wife and he felt nothing. And Spice tells her that that had nothing to do with her, that Safaree didn't feel nothing for her, so she's confused. And Erica asks Spice, so if she were in her shoes, she wouldn't feel any type of way. And something in Spice clicked. She was like, well, what you mean if I were in your shoes? And this is when shit hits the fucking fan. And Spice tells Erica that that's her problem, and she acts like she's the only woman to be divorced and the first woman who was left with 2 children to fend for. And Spice says that to join the motherfucking club because she's been doing it for 14 years. And then here go Erica. I've been doing it for 16. And Spice says, yeah, okay, with your son that don't like you. And then, that was the triggering words. Safaree Jr. popped up on Erica's forehead right there. And Shekinah tries to cut in, and because she saw that Spice hit below the belt, she did. But calling her blue monkey was not a justification. She could have said any fucking thing. And then she wants to talk about how Spice should have died on the table. Girl, you're going to hell. You're going to HE double hockey sticks because you knew you shouldn't have said that shit. But then, she kind of tries to cuss in, and then Erica asks Spice over and over, how does she know about her son? She always say that. She always says that. She even said it to Scrappy. How do you know about my son? How do you know about my son? You talking like you know something. And then Spice says to Erica, like, well, you said I know a lot, right? And then Erica looks over, and then she looks back at Spice, and then she flips the fucking table. And it's so funny because after that commercial break, while it was live shown on the show, the production put in a disclaimer saying that the next scene contained a racial slur. Man, fuck y'all, because if y'all really cared, y'all would not have aired that shit. Embarrassing Spice like that. Y'all wouldn't have aired it, but y'all really don't care because y'all got the backlash. That's why y'all want to fake fire Erica and shit. Man, get the fuck on. This is all about money. Y'all don't care about how y'all make black women look on TV. Y'all don't give a fuck. And Erica don't give a fuck either because at the end of the day, she don't identify as a black woman. She identifies as a Latino woman. And any other woman on this earth is always going to feel like she's on ahead of a black woman. Always. But then Erica starts talking shit, saying Spice don't know nothing about her son. In her confessional, Erica says that she's done with Spice. It says that this woman was given a second chance at life by God, and here she is choosing to come at her and her son. It says that it speaks volumes on who she is. It says that once you cross her and speak on her kids, she says that that you'll forever have beef with her. And then they both trying to get at each other, fighting and stuff, and Shekinah's yelling at them to calm down. And then Spice throws her shoe, and then Erica throws something back, and then Spice tries to run up on her, and then Spice tells Erica that she's jealous of her. In her confessional, Shekinah's being all dramatic, saying that these hoes not just shaking tables, they flipping them. And then Erica is still heated, saying that Spice should have died, and that if she want to mention her kids, she should have died. And that's like, so much for the fasting for her, so much for praying for Spice, right? You fake bum. But then Spice is yelling for them to let her go and let her out, and then tells Erica that her son hates her. And then Erica fucks up and calls Spice a monkey, a blue monkey. And then in her confessional, Shekinah says that she can't believe Erica just called Spice a monkey and says that she should have died. And then asks what kind of shit is that. It says that she got Jamaican kids and would she like it if somebody called her kids a monkey and that it was out of line. Are they going to though? Because them kids is light skinned. Now, Erica would really reap what the fuck she saw if her kids came out, chocolate, because kids don't always stay the same complexion, you know what I'm saying? So she would really be pissed if her kids came out dark skinned, and she would have to explain to her daughter why she called another dark skinned woman a blue monkey. And that would be fucked up. And that's what I be talking about. You racially ambiguous bitches want to come out here and get these black dudes and have them knock you up, and you think, oh, I'm just going to have a nice little mixed baby. And when that baby come out with nigga naps and dark skin and big lips and a wide nose, y'all want to be mad and shit. Don't be mad because this is what y'all wanted. Yes or no? But then Spice tells Erica that Safaree's her karma, and then Erica is yelling at production, asking why does everybody have a problem that her son doesn't want to be in the limelight, and says that that's not her fault and that she's giving her son what he wants because the last time she put him in the limelight, it traumatized him. And then Spice tells Erica that it serves her right because now Safaree is fucking on Amara, and then Erica keeps calling Spice a monkey, and then she does the monkey sounds. And then in her confessional, Spice says that hearing Erica say that she wishes she's died and all the racial slurs and how all of that went down, she says that that's proof of who Erica really is, and now it's out, and that Safaree wasn't lying in the first place. And again, Safaree knew that she was colorist, so let's not give him too many props, Spice. And then Erica is riding off saying that she bets that Spice got all that shit from Safaree. It don't matter where she got it from, bitch. You made it completely clear how you felt about her. It didn't matter what Safaree said. You made it completely clear what you really thought about Spice. And at the end of the day, you gonna have to live with that because it's all on TV and it's never gonna go away. So that's it, y'all. That's all I got. You know, like I said, I will put the video I did about the whole Spice and Erica situation yesterday. I will put the link to that in my bio. And make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this live. And I'll see